YouTube family. It is Cedric and Katie with Indy Meets Disney, and we want to focus on the Coca Cola experience at Disney Springs.
Right. The store has everything you think of Coca Cola. So they have like hats, shirts, pens, everything that's Coca Cola on it. So if you're a Coca Cola fan, this is the place to go to get your Coca Cola memorabilia. And not only say Coca Cola, but it'll say Coca Cola Orlando. So you know exactly where it came from. But then up on the very top, they have a Coca Cola bar, that they call it. And it's got all kinds of different Coca Cola unique stuff in it.
Yeah, so it's a really neat place. It's actually 3 stories. The bottom 2 stories, like Cedric had mentioned, is kind of more of like a gift shop store where you can buy things. They had some really interesting, unique things made out of Coca-Cola cans. That was something that I thought was kind of interesting that I wasn't expecting when we went there. They had ornaments made out of Coca-Cola bottles and cans. Yeah. They had purses made out of them. So that's kind of a unique thing to check out when you're there. Make sure you check out the gift shop because it is pretty unique. But then, like he said, on the top floor is a really cool rooftop bar, and we were able to go there, and we had an amazing experience. Yeah. Should we go ahead and show?
And now when we talk about bar, it's not like you think about bar.
Yeah.
Like alcohol, and it's a bar like Coke and floats and stuff like that. But it's Coca-Cola bar, what they call it. It's for kids and everybody to go up there and experience.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a family-friendly experience.
Okay, so a unique thing that they have there is like a Coca-Cola flight. So they have different Coca-Cola beverages from all over the world that you can go and experience. They used to have at Epcot an area you could go and you could try these different flavors. Unfortunately, that area was shut down at Epcot, but you can still go to this Coca-Cola bar and you can still try a lot of those different flavors in this flight. You kind of want to take us through these, Katie?
Yeah, absolutely. So we actually we purchased a combo, and so our combo came with 16 different flavors of Coca-Cola from across the world, and then we'll talk about the other tray we got in a little bit. But our first tray, it included 8 different beverages, and I'm probably going to do a terrible job of pronouncing these, but there was Stony Tangawizi from Tanzania, Banakwa Fruits Apple Pear from Germany, Mazoa Blackberry from Malawi, Vegeta Beta from Japan, Del Valle Jamaica and Nada from Mexico, Fanta Calito from Costa Rica, Kissed Strawberry from Panama, Thumbs Up from India, and then tray 2 had the Beverly, which if you've ever been to that place in Epcot that Cedric mentioned, you might remember the Beverly.
Infamous Beverly.
Yeah, it's one of those where pretty much you drink it and you hate it. But it's fun to tempt your friends that have never heard of the Beverly before. Be like, you have to try this. It's amazing. Then they drink it and it's disgusting and very bitter. But you should try that to your friends if you've never before. Also on tray 2 is the Sparletta Sparberry from Zimbabwe, the Sprite Cucumber from Russia, the Aquarius Libre from Spain, the Delaware Punch from Honduras, the Bajare Lingonberry from Sweden, the Inca Cola from Peru, and the Smart Sour Plum from China. So that's a lot of beverages. In the next picture, we'll show you kind of what it looked like, our flight.
Yeah, so like Katie was saying, there's 16 different flavors total. They give you those 2 little cards like she was reading off of, and then everything's laid out on these different trays, and they're marked. So each cup would be sitting on a different number, and it would match up to that card, so you would know exactly which beverage was in each spot, so you easily keep track of it that way.
Yeah, and so what we did, just kind of make it more fun and competitive, is we kind of put like a head-to-head of different drinks, and we would put one drink against another drink, and we would talk about which one do you like better, this one or this one. And so it was kind of a fun, almost like a championship tourney kind of thing that we did with the drinks, and some of them stood out as really good. Some of them stood out as okay, and some of them were just terrible.
We would never buy, ever.
Ever.
We'd never get it to our worst enemy.
Yeah. Except for I don't know. The Beverly is fun to taunt with. And then we also ended up getting a second tray, or a third tray, I guess you should say, that was included in the combo pack. And that was a tray of 8 different floats. And these were not international drinks. These were more of like the standard, like Coca-Cola, root beer, Sprite, Fanta, strawberry Fanta, orange Fanta, things like that. And they were each topped with a scoop of ice cream on the top. And this might have been my favorite part of our time at that rooftop bar. So.
And it also came with a card and marked each spot and told you what flavor it was along with the ice cream. And we also did the same here. We ranked each one and which one we liked the best on this, just like we did with the international flavors.
Yeah, so this would definitely be a fun thing to do with your family because there was just the two of us and we had 16 plus 8. We had 24 beverages to try to sample and it ended up being a lot. So as you can see here, we were very competitive, very reflective as we tasted and tasted some more.
Yeah. And like Katie was saying, this is something your family can do, a couple can do, you could even do by yourself if you wanted to, but it's something you can go and you can spend at least an hour as a family or a couple, whatever, and you can spend a very little bit of money for a very decent amount of entertainment.
Yeah, definitely.
So it costs about $20 to do this. And that gets you everything. Gets you the 16 international flavors, gets you the float favorite flavors for about $20. But when it's all said and done, we've tasted every single flavor. This is what we came up with. So our winners was the Sparletta Sparberry from Zimbabwe. That was our international flavor. And then the grape float was the winner from the different float flavors.
Yeah, so that Sparletta Sparberry, I remember it being sweet and fruity. It had a very distinct flavor that's hard to describe, but it was very, very good. Something that we would definitely try again.
So if you go there and you try this, put down in the comments, let us know what flavors you chose, because we would like to know and see if you matched up with us or not.
Yeah.
Also, another cool thing at the Coca Cola store is you can go and you can actually meet one of the Coca Cola bears. You know, in those commercials, you see all those cute little bears. Well, you can go there and you can meet one of those bears at the Coca Cola store. And it's absolutely free to do. And this is a pretty cool character because he actually control of his eyes, so he can move his eyes all around. So you can see in the picture, he's blinking at us. So he's a very well-built costume.
It was fun.
Yeah.
It was fun. We had to take like a socially distanced picture and everything with COVID, but it was a really neat experience to be able to do.
And for free.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
So this is a Coca Cola store, highly recommended.
Yep.
I mean, you can, like I said, you can go there and spend an hour, hour and a half, maybe even 2 hours for not much money at all. So.
And kind of just be able to talk with your family about which one did you like best? Which one did you like best? And be able to do that with your family or whoever else you might be there with. So, yeah we definitely would love to go back again.
Mm-hmm. So I think that about wraps things up for our discussion on Coca-Cola shop or store at Disney Springs. So if you would, go on, subscribe, and like this video if you would. Also, go down and comment. Like I said, let us know what flavors you might have chosen if you decide to do this. Let us know what content you'd like to see in the future. Also, go up, hit that bell icon up in the corner if you'd like to get notified of new videos or when we might go live. And this has been another episode of Indy Meets Disney.
And we will see you real soon.